Hey guys, Rob here with McDojoLife. In today's McDojo news, we're going to talk about a black belt who was able to defend his home against an intruder. And the art that he used might surprise you. Let's check out the story. An intruder broke into a historic Iowa home owned by a martial arts master. This did not end well for that man. The man confronted the homeowner, who was a veteran of the French Army and a black belt in martial arts, and was quickly subdued. Joseph Keith Mall, age 35, was arrested July 9th and charged with first-degree burglary, public intoxication, and assault with intent to injure a law officer, according to the Jasper County Sheriff's Office online booking records. Before that, though, he encountered Felipe Coilez, who has a black belt in Aikido. That's right, Aikido, like Steven Seagal Aikido.
I'm gonna take you to the bank. To the blood bank.
Felipe said he knocked Mall down hard, but not hard enough to be severely injured. Just hard enough to subdue the alleged intruder until police arrived. Felipe and his wife have lived in what is known as the August H. Bergman House in Newton since they bought it in 2019. The house, built in 1909, has been listed on the National Register of Historic Places since 1989. In addition to being a home, it's also a bed and breakfast and a restaurant. Megan Coilez was working in Des Moines in her job as a nurse on July 9th when she was notified of a break-in by her home security cameras, which were connected to her smartphone. Philippe was in bed watching television at about 2 a.m. when he heard a noise downstairs. His 5-year-old daughter was asleep, and at first he thought the family cat had knocked over a chair, which the feline had done the night before. Philippe said, "And then I heard talking, and I was saying, my cat doesn't talk."
My cat don't talk.
Surveillance footage showed the intruder pushing his way through the front door and then closing it as if he lived there. As the stairs creaked with someone approaching, Felipe raced out of his bed. By the time he switched the light on, the intruder was already near the second floor.
I came face to face like that with him.
Felipe said he told the man, "What are you doing? Who are you? Get out of my house." He started to yell at me saying, "Where is she? What are you doing in my house?" Felipe added that he believed the intruder was intoxicated. As Felipe called 911, he said the man continued yelling and attempted to punch him. He pushed the man down the stairs, but when the intruder got up and grabbed Felipe's leg, the owner's martial arts training kicked in. "I punched him in the shoulder so he could let his grip go, pulled my knee up and pushed him back down." Felipe did all this while protecting his daughter and still being on the phone with dispatchers, who sent out officers with the Newton Police Department. Police arrived a few minutes later and arrested Mall. Newton police say Joseph Mall faces charges for first-degree burglary and public intoxication. Police say that he also spit in the officer's face and assaulted other officers. If convicted of the charges, he could face up to 25 years in prison for the burglary charge. His bail is set at $20,000. Newton Police Chief Rob Burtis said it's rare to have a residential burglary occur in the town when the home is occupied. Most of the burglaries in Newton involve garages, vehicles, or businesses. Homeowners have the right to protect life and property under Iowa Code Chapter 704, Burtis said. The homeowners took appropriate actions to protect themselves and were able to subdue the suspect. We are fortunate that no one was seriously injured in this incident. Let's unpack that. Dude's chilling at his house, it's 2 o'clock, he's flipping through channels, and all of a sudden he hears a noise like that damn cat again. Then he realizes, wait a minute, my cat doesn't talk. And then he has to defend himself against a random intruder who's clearly intoxicated coming up the stairs while he has to be on the phone with the police and protect his daughter all at the same time. That situation could have gotten really nasty really quick. But the strangest part is we all love poking fun at Aikido. It's an easy art to poke fun of. I mean, Seagal kind of opened the door for us to make fun of Aikido, let's just be honest.
You know, you shouldn't knock Chinese potions. I have something in my pocket right now that'll completely clear up that bruise on your forehead. What bruise?
But this man was able to use that training and benefit him to be able to protect his home. I gotta say, I think that that's awesome. And I rarely get to cover good stories. This guy didn't hurt the guy. He didn't put the guy in the hospital. He just subdued him until the police showed up. Drunk guy has to go to jail. Dad is a hero for protecting his family. All is right with the world. Now, even though he was armed with just his Aikido skills, it seems like those Aikido skills were more beneficial than maybe we get him credit for. Usually we cover bad news here, and it's awesome to be able to cover the good news. Typically, whenever we cover something that's bad, we always give it the Dillman scale, right? 1 Dillman means it's kind of bad, but it could be improved. It's not terrible. 5 Dillmans means you run a cult and probably think you have psychic powers. So for our scale, we don't need a 1 through 5, we just need 1. Approving Miyagi. I think the approving Miyagi says everything that you need to know about how we feel about what you did. We're happy for you that you were able to defend your home. It's awesome that it wasn't a bad situation. No one got seriously injured. Kudos to you. Miyagi approves. And usually, like I said before, on this channel, we typically cover bad news. I love getting good news that we could cover. And I would love to be able to cover more good news. So anytime you guys see any good news in the martial arts industry, whatever that may be, send it this way. I want to cover that story. I want to have those conversations. I want to be able to smile at the stories we cover too. And granted, the idea of this page is to make sure that we expose some of the bad stuff. I still want to make sure that we give the good stuff light as well. Now the time in the video where I find out if you watch the entire thing. So in the comment sections below, whenever you leave your comment, be sure to answer the following question. What is one thing that has been positive about your martial arts journey? If you have more than one, list them as well. But I want to know at least one thing that martial arts has helped you personally with in a positive way. I cannot wait to hear your answers. I can't wait to read through your comments in the comment sections below. And as always, I truly appreciate your continued support. If you're a member of this page, be sure to drop that shaka emoji if you approve of what this guy did and how he handled the situation. And if not, let us know your thoughts in the comment sections below as well. As always, thank you all for the likes, comments, shares, subscriptions, and all that other crap people online tell you to do. Keep the martial arts legit.
My baby got robbed the other day by degenerates. So she wanted to learn some new form of this self-defense. So she did her research and perused it online and found this dude said he could move shit with his mind. He called himself Seafood Paul Zimmerman. He got a dojo with a strip on here, Cinnabon. Now she spends all day trying to